So whatever that address is I give you, go to that page or that site and see what the page is about. And here's another thing I always want you to do. I want you to take that address, whether it be a page or for a website, and I want you to always include that in here. And remember, since you did 5 up here, you got to do 5 here also. So you got to match the number. So you always want 5 up here, so 5 here too. And usually what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of space in between so it doesn't all run together. So now let's go find out a description for this page. Now you can look for one, since I've already pulled this up, so there's your one. And then just put it in there, and then if you want to, you can kind of change it around a little bit, change the order. If the white German Shepherd came first here, we'll make it the second sentence here. Go back to the page and grab some other copy that makes sense. Put it on there, and sometimes you just pay attention to make sure there's no funky spaces or nothing weird. And then let's go find another one. So usually just a few sentences, or it doesn't have to be a whole lot of information, but you do want enough on there that when somebody goes to the site and say Google or something, and they see that little description, there's enough information there that makes them aware of what the page is, and makes them come visit. Okay, and then there's 5. So 5 of these, and make sure, remember, like I said before, I always want you to put whatever that website address that you've got for the start of the page, whatever the one I gave you, I always want that in the descriptions as well. It doesn't have to always be at the beginning. If you want to put it at the end, that's fine too. I just want it somewhere in that description. Okay, so then we go on down. We're almost through. Keywords. So what is this page about? Okay, so when we enter the keywords, now you can always go back to your view source and you can get some there. Keywords. Now this has it divided up into long tail and to single word. So the long tail are the ones that have multiple words, and that's probably what you're normally going to find in most of the things I give you. So these others, you'll just have to break them up. And let's see. And then basically just for the single, just put one word about whatever that page is about. And these. There we go. So you got single words of one each there about whatever, it's about white German Shepherds. And then you got your long tail that have, multiple. And then remember the aggression, this is already set for you, so if for some reason it's changed to something different and it's not hi, yes, 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 then change it. But just make sure you always got that there. And this is the email that's going to get all that information back. So remember, you don't want your address here, you want my address, because if you put your address here, you're going to get a whole lot of email, and I don't think you want it. I want it, so send it to me. And then this is what I also double check by. So I can double check your work just to make sure everything is working out right. But anyway, basically it's D, this is small letters, D, L, L as in Larry or Lizard, R-A-Y, D as in Debbie, L as in Lizard, R as in Raccoon, A as in Apple, and Y as in Yellow, D-L-Ray, D-L-R-A-Y at rock.com. And then anyway, once you've done all that, remember, you've taken that address I gave you, you've chosen whatever category that it fits into, you've gave it a title, that you can get from the view source. Remember when you went to the web page and you got the view source, and then you got a lot of information off of that. That's the easiest way to get a lot of this stuff. And then you're just plugging in blanks. put a title, you put that address I gave you originally, you went and got their USS URL. Now you just plug it in. Titles, remember you got the title whenever you went to that page or that web address and got the view source, and now you just kind of mix and match, but you make sure you always want at least 5. Then you do the same thing with the descriptions. You come in here and you fill it in, go to the web page again, pull some information, fill it in here, and always put whatever that address I gave you, the one up here, this address, you always want to put that in each of the descriptions as well. Then just fill in the keywords, your single keywords, and also your long tail. Make sure it's hi, yes, yes, yes. Make sure it's got DLRAY@rock.com, and then just hit add. And once you've done that, it's going to say, it did it okay, or it went through all right. If it doesn't, it's going to tell you what the problem is and what you need to do to fix it. But if it went through okay, then just click OK. And then now, remember before there wasn't anything in this top or bottom half. Well, now you got something in the top half. So, and that's as easy as it is. And then for each one of those things I give you, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to add a new website, and sometimes if I give you a website and I tell you put multiple pages from within that website in there, you'll just click on that website and then you'll just add like a new page within that website. So like say if I gave you this website and then I say, okay, I want you to add these other pages and they're all within the same one, that's when you do that. Otherwise, most of the time you may just get a bunch of different ones and you do them all up here. But if you've already added it up here, basically you just want to add other pages from this site, you'll choose it. But that's another thing totally. So anyway, but that just kind of gives you some information. And also there are videos about how to do that here that you can watch. But that's basically it. So if you have any questions, you can always contact me. Again, my web address or my email address that I want on here is the same one you can contact me at, DLRAY@rock.com. So I hope this has helped. If you need anything else, just let me know. Thanks.